Welcome to the Perfectly Sane Show, episode 751. I am Chris, as always, joined by Tony.
Congratulations on making it on time, Chris. I heard it was impossible to be on time from
It's,
trivia.
it can be tough to get back here from trivia on time.
I mean, Earl still hasn't made it back from the last time he went to trivia.
That
was
is
like
true. It's been three episodes we've done now. He hasn't made it. He showed up briefly in the midst of one. He tried to call in from the train station. That didn't work out for him. So Jeff is here as well.
Yeah, I got back from karaoke.
Were you karaokeing?
Yeah,
nice.
I was singing.
What did you sing, Jeff?
8647309.
All right. Well, I guess we're all going to be getting under indictment shortly. Were you actually at karaoke,
No.
Jeff?
No, I was in Vampire Crawlers. That's where I was.
Which is a fun place to be.
Yeah.
Is that?
Oh no, we'll see. We'll see what Tony has to say about it shortly. Yeah, we've all been traveling. Jeff was on a cruise. Tony's been work traveling nonstop. I just got back from Nashville. How was everybody's trips to the various locales that you had? Jeff, how was your cruise? It was a cruise, right?
Yeah, it was a short 3-day cruise that we just went on for free because she got it through her work or whatever.
Hey,
my wife. And
free's nice.
Yeah.
Free's the right price.
It was nice. It's just so short. I guess too short. I've never been on a cruise that short. I don't know if I've ever done it under like a 7-day. So that was weird. The weather was not ideal. It was like overcast and kind of rainy and well, not about rainy, but it was like overcast and like. So the second day we went to a beach and the water was too cold to get in, and I'm like literally sitting 10 feet away from my favorite thing in the world, and I'm just like, I can't go in. It's too cold.
Oh no.
So where'd you guys travel to?
Oh no, we're good. Nassau and some island called Grand Bahama, which was a really depressing place. That's where we went to a beach. The beach was nice, but you got to see the island on the drive there. And yeah, it just looks like a bombed out, like fucking hellhole. Would not recommend, like, I don't know. Taking your cruise based on that, or like going there.
I have been to the Bahamas. I had an excellent time. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I've been all. I'm just saying, there's better islands than Grand Bahama. Like we were trying the bus driver on the way there. But by the way, the bus driver was awesome. He should go like work at the Jungle Cruise in Disney World. He's that good. But he was just like, yeah, see that high rise on the left there? They closed down because too many people jumped off of it. Just like, Jesus.
Bringing all the positivity.
And like, you know, he was kind of tongue in cheek with stuff, but like, I think he was stating facts. And then he's like, "There's the best restaurant on the island." It was KFC. I'm like, again, yeah, it's kind of a joke, but like, he didn't seem like he was really kidding. He's like, "No."
I think I know where that KFC is. Actually, I think I've seen that.
He's like, "There's another KFC, but that's the good one." I was like, okay. Yeah, and then the other bad thing is, it didn't bother me at all, really, but like, it's because we're going on with these shorter trips, it's one of their older ships, and like, it's like 20-year-old ship, and it reminded me of what going on cruises were like in the 90s, like a little less, like, there isn't like, 5 different event venues and like an ice rink, and it was just like, yeah, there's a theater where you could have shows. You know what I mean? It's very simplified cruise ship. But
was there an ice rink on one of the ones you went on in the past couple years?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The one that we usually go on has an ice rink. It has a water theater. So like there's like a big like water themed show that they do there where people like jumping from 100 feet up into the water and shit like that. And what else do they got? The one that we usually go on has a boardwalk with trees, Or no, I'm sorry, it has a central park with trees, and then on another
That's awesome.
level, it has a boardwalk with like a carousel and like a hot dog place, and so like and especially for like Melissa, like she was spoiled by that. Like she thought that's what cruising is. I'm like, no, dude, they've advanced it quite a bit. So she got to see the old school experience, and with that, she got the weather, like I said, and which included like winds and choppy waters, and that thing was rocking, man. She got sick. I just leaned into it. I just pretend I've had too much to drink.
Right.
We're
You
having
just drank
fun.
more. You're like,
You
I'm
may
gonna
have had,
alcohol
yeah.
it away.
Yeah, so it was fun. It was just like a tease, though. You know what I mean? It's like like it was kind of a trip.
Yeah.
How about you
Um,
guys?
we just got back from Nashville. It was an interesting trip. It took forever to get there, so we should have been there like early on Friday, but we spent 8 hours in the airport instead. So Friday was a wash. And what I quickly learned is that Nashville is, I mean, outside of if you are interested in like country music, they have like the Country Music Museum, like the CMA Museum, the Grand Ole Opry's there. You can take a tour of that. But if you're not into any of that, like they're and actually all of their top listings on like, hey, like what are things to go do in Nashville is their bar scene on Broadway.
Yeah,
So that's it. Like it is like there's this like 12 block radius. I don't even know. It's probably not a 12 block radius. It's like 12 blocks total of bars. It's like, you know, Bon Jovi has a bar, Garth Brooks has a bar, you name it, they probably have a bar on Broadway, and that's
Noted country
cool.
musician John Bon Jovi.
Yeah, yeah. Which is weird, but I did spend some time there. It's a nice bar. It's like 5 stories tall, which is kind of
yeah. That's
cool.
what I
It was
heard.
probably
All the
the one place
bars.
that wasn't playing country music. Went there for
So
freedom.
they were on the top floor and they sucked. And we went down a level because so here's the other thing that I noticed. So I, and you guys could tell me if this is different in Washington and Chicago, but here, like when we have like cover bands come into a bar, like most of the time the bar is paying them. So like they're like spotting the money, or there's a cover charge which is paying for the band.
Right.
Um, Here, I don't think the bars pay the bands because they aggressively come around with like a bucket, like for
Oh
tips.
God.
All of them, every
It's like
band
church
in the
except with
bars.
band. Like
Yeah,
it's time.
and my wife noticed this. I didn't quite pick up on it, but she said like every bar that we were at that has a band had like a girl singer, and that's who they send around like
Oh God.
with the bucket. Um, so like every time they would do that, I was just like, all right, time to go. They're making their rounds to, and I don't have cash on me, so it's like,
Right.
and then they become really pushy, and they're like, well, we have you can scan the QR code, like it'll take you to our Venmo, and it's like, no, like pay your bands, Nashville, like,
Right.
like
That's awful. That is
you're
awful. Yeah.
you are a celebrity bar, like John Bon Jovi owns your bar, Garth Brooks owns your bar. I assume the same for like the what I called racist row, which was Kid Rock, Morgan Wallen, Jelly Roll, and Jason Aldean. They all have bars next to each other. I did not go into any of those bars, but
You probably wouldn't
uh,
have made it out alive.
right. But pay your bands, man. Um, but yeah, like it's if you are into that scene of just like bar hopping and like drinking standard beer too. That was the other thing I noticed
Oh no.
is their beer menus are like Bud Light, Miller Light, Coors
Yeah,
Light, uh, Coors Banquet. Some of them have Yingling, which isn't like that's a PA beer. And that
Right.
was like, well, that's I guess that's the
Ying-
closest.
it has it
I'm gonna
has
have to
spread
drink
out.
Yingling in Nashville. Is that what we do? I have to go to Nashville in 2 months. Now I don't want to go. Thanks, Chris.
um,
Yingling is now here. Like I
Okay.
think as of last
It's
year, and it was
spread
never
out a
here. It
bit.
was never here before. Yeah, so they've like stepped up their game or whatever.
But
Um,
that's the type, like, it's like nationalized beers. Like, it's like I was able to find one local beer at the few bars we went to.
I
Um,
guess so. You're in Tennessee, so you're supposed to be drinking bourbon and whiskey,
I
right?
guess, yeah, like there is like you can get lots of different Tennessee whiskey. They
Maybe I
have
just
them
won't
in the mall. Like we went to the
here.
mall on Sunday and there's like straight up bourbon stores in the mall, which I thought was kind of funny because like here in PA that you don't have like you have to go to a liquor store in PA to get liquor. Like you're not just walking into a store in a mall.
that's so
Uh,
bogus.
it's nice enough, I guess, but I would need another. Like we went there for a concert for my wife at the National Symphony, um, and I would need another reason like that to go back to Nashville. I wouldn't be like, I want to go vacation in Nashville. Like,
So I've been all over Tennessee, uh, and I've stayed at places, but I've never stayed in Nashville. I've always just driven past it. But everything I've heard is kind of what you told me. Like my friend who went, who loved it, was like, "Dude, every bar's got like 3 floors, and on every floor there's a different band." And I'm like, "It sounds like a blast," but it's like that's not really my wife's thing. So I've never been like,
right?
"Let's go to," yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like she would
That
be like bored pretty quick. Like she likes country music for sure, but she's just not a huge drinker. So it's just
uh,
like
that was some of that was part of it too. Jeff was like the bar scene's not really my wife's thing. Like so, like hopping
kind of
from
like
bar to
aging
bar,
out of
like
it at this point. Like I still
yeah,
drink, obviously, but like
right.
I want to drink at my house where I can just go to bed. Like you know,
Or like if I'm gonna go to the bar, I just want to like post up on the bar, like and like talk and
yeah, exactly.
drink and like I don't want to
Not
do
super loud. Yeah,
yeah, and there's like it's all people way younger than me, like
mm,
uh, early to late 20s, like so everybody's basically in their 20s. They're there for bachelorette parties, bachelor parties, so many bachelorette parties. Um, it just like wandering up like and evidently it gets like once it gets really late night, it just becomes like the drunken puke show out in the middle of the street. Like people are just
Wonderful.
like stumbling out of the bars, puking on the ground. Like we missed all that, but
The
yeah,
shame.
I like we're going back to Tennessee this summer with the family for vacation, but we're going to like Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, and like that's more. It's a little quieter. It's a little more my speed, I guess. Now,
yeah. If I were
um,
to do a trip like that, I would almost like if I were to go to like this is about bars and drinking, and I would probably want to like if I had to choose between the two, I would choose New Orleans, even though I've been
no,
there.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the vibe that Broadway gives is Bourbon Street.
Yeah, but
Um,
I just like the flavor of Bourbon Street a little more than
yeah. Well,
I
and
picture
so
Nashville being.
my wife noticed this as well. It wasn't something that really hit me, but she's like, you can't leave the bar with your drink, and you can on Bourbon Street, right? Like
Yeah,
you just leave there, you wander out to another bar, you walk in, get another drink, wander out to another bar. Like here, it's like, now finish your drink or leave it. And it's like, well, it cost me $15. I
it's
guess
that's
I'm
kind
gonna
of bogus
finish
because
it.
it's a whole party area, like, you know, like,
Yeah.
I put it in a fucking plastic cup and let's go, dude, like
Yeah, just like at least in this like 12 block area,
yeah.
like let us walk around. Like there's street vendors with food and just let us walk around with a drink. Like if you don't want us wandering around with a bottle of beer, then pour everything into like a red solo cup or something like you said.
You're allowed to wander
Anyway,
around in San Antonio
Yeah. Yeah,
on the Riverwalk.
how is Texas there?
You know, I was out in San Antonio for a few hours, and then as I normally do when I'm at work, I got consigned to a windowless hotel ballroom for several days, and then I was released at the end, and I went to an Irish bar and drank my worries away. Um,
fun.
yeah, it's why this was my uh fourth trip to San Antonio. It's a really common event city now. Um, but this
Was
was
it a legit Irish bar?
uh There were actual Irish people there when I walked in.
That's how you know. That's how you yes.
They
So,
gave you
and
a
they knew how to pour their Guinness. So
yeah.
that's kind of
Oh, yeah.
like, I desperately wanted a Guinness. I don't know why. So I saw the Irish bar,
Dude,
went
I've been
right
on a
in.
Guinness kick, man. I love it.
Oh, yeah. No, I drank 3 of them. They were huge, delicious, wonderful.
So we're
Now
all
I'm home.
back now. Uh, anything else going on in San Antonio though, Tony? Or I know you were there for work, so
Yeah. Oh, it was the end of Fiesta, which is their
Mhm.
like 2-week celebration of the Battle of the Alamo. So there was
okay.
like a parade and there was sound. I was also there for 2 San Antonio Spurs victories. Um, you probably don't know this about San Antonio, but whenever the Spurs win a big game, everyone drives around the middle of the city honking their horns for victory.
Oh,
Like it's not like a traffic jam. It's literally they're trying to like honk their horns in celebration, which is awesome at 11:30 p.m. when you have to be up at 4 a.m. for your flight home. It was great. Loved it.
You
Thank
know,
you,
a
San
little,
Antonio.
it's like white noise, dude. It's just rocking you to sleep.
oh, well that sounds
Half an hour
wonderful.
straight of honking, just honking. Never heard honking at any other point that I had been there. Spurs won that damn game. They're going to the second round of the playoffs, and I can't sleep. Thanks, guys.
Like you could hear them from the hotel.
I mean, San Antonio's not huge,
Right.
so I could actually see the Alamo Dome from my window of my um, hotel room. So it wasn't that far away.
All right. Um Also, it's going back to Nashville real quick. They need to change their hockey team's name. Uh, yeah, like we support the Predators, proud
Yeah,
sponsor of Predators. Like, come on, like you guys got to do better.
got like a middle-aged man peeking through a window. Predator.
My wife's like, why didn't they do like the toothy cat thing? Like, because that's their logo, their mascot. I'm like, I don't know why they're not the Nashville Sabretooths, but Predators is a horrible name, especially now. Like it was always a horrible name, but it's even worse now. All right. Well, we're all back except Earl. He went to Mexico. We're not sure where he is today. He's helping his family. I think it's
Mexican
because
trivia. That's where he is.
I think it's because we asked him to play an open world first person game RPG, and I'm gonna wait till they talk about that game.
Until I come back.
Which
We're gonna ask him though. We're gonna make him
yeah,
testify.
did you play this game, Earl? And because we actually the thing I'm most interested about is like, does he actually enjoy those types of games? But a couple news pieces before we jump into some of the games, though. There was a big kind of blow up on the internet over some new DRM that Sony has implemented on PS4 and PS5 digital games. Did you guys catch any of this?
I saw people say the word DRM. Kept scrolling.
So one, Sony didn't explain it. It just kind of showed up and people started seeing that there is a countdown timer on their games. Uh, and then it spiraled out from there with people saying that if you bought a digital game and you didn't use it within 30 days, you wouldn't be able to use it. They would take the license back. Not true.
Oh no, I think I saw. It's basically like a. I mean, that's close. It's like a rights check.
Yeah,
Like
it's a rights check. So you can't it has to check once every 30 days or well that was the original piece was that it has to check
yeah.
once every 30
So
days
I did this.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you can play it. Um People were blowing it way out of proportion.
Dude,
Uh
the Switch does that. It does it every, I think, week. I think.
right. like it's not a new thing. And
Yeah.
basically, what Sony has come out and said is that it's to combat people that are trying to take advantage of refunds. Um, so like they'd buy the game, play it offline, and then try to refund it.
Oh,
Uh, and so you have to check in first before you play it. Uh, it has to do the DRM validation for you to actually be able to play it, and then I guess they'll be able to check from there if you didn't or not. I guess you have to go online to refund it. So if you were to go back online, they could see if you played it for more than the 2 hours or whatever. But everybody was very upset about this for quite some time.
I mean, I do think if you buy a game, you should be able to play it. And to be clear, what I was saying about
Yeah,
Nintendo is about their the Nintendo Switch Online. Like, so, like,
yeah,
I
oh
think that's
yeah,
what I was talking about. Like
the
like,
GameCube stuff and
yeah, it's like
yep,
it has to see that. I want to say that's what
yep,
maybe it is
it
with more games. I
does.
don't. But
Yeah, if you don't log in, like if I were to, I haven't turned my Switch on in like a couple weeks, so like if I tried to play it offline, it would say I couldn't play like Wind Waker right now because it would want me to check online that
but I
I
think
still
you
had
would be
Nintendo
able to
Online.
play your digitally purchased
Yep,
games.
yep.
So different, but oh, yeah. I mean, whatever, dude. Who doesn't have internet anymore? But
right. This is kind of the thing. It's not like internet isn't eminently accessible
yeah,
everywhere.
And it's
So
it's for digital games, so like you had to have the
yeah,
internet to buy the game.
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I
It's
guess
not
if it
like you
bugs you,
were
buy a
disc
disc.
racing. Right. Like if you're
Right.
that upset with it, go buy a disc. Like most likely the game's not fully on that disc, but
Yeah, in many
you
cases,
know,
yeah.
at least you have what you consider ownership. So that was going on, and then I guess in good good news, it's weird for me to couch that a little bit, but
Good news.
Xbox dropped the price of Game Pass.
Yay.
Um,
What am I gonna do with
Yeah.
this extra $7 a month?
exactly. So they
Going to
dropped they
Starbucks and get a coffee. Yeah.
famously raised it last September, October from 19.99 a month to 29.99 a month. They have now dropped it to 22.99 a month, and PC Game Pass, which also had seen an increase to 16.50 a month, will drop to 13.99 a month. I guess the big piece out of this though is Call of Duty will not show up day one in Game Pass going forward. It'll show up
I
about
mean,
a year later.
that seems fair. Oh,
Yeah,
you want Call of Duty? Buy it at launch, I guess. Fewer people want Call of Duty anyway, so
that's what I'm wondering. Like, I think they looked at the numbers for Call of Duty and were like, shit, like we lost out on a lot of sales, but did they?
they may be drawing the wrong conclusion. That the right conclusion might be that perhaps after more than 20 years of Call of Duty, people are tiring of Call of Duty.
Right. Like even if it's a good Call of Duty, and I would say this year's wasn't great, it's been the top game for 20 years straight. Like it's maybe it's time's up.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about 22.99 as a price though?
I think if you were to go back in time and say, okay, we're raising the price of Game Pass from 1995 or 1999 to 22.99, everybody would be like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
it's like
probably the price where it should be.
every subscription service does that too, where it's like, oh,
Yeah,
it's a couple dollars more this year, like it's
yeah.
just you're so used to it. I don't know.
And
The
because it's a
previous
couple dollars more.
price increase was insane. Like I think that's the problem. It was
Yeah.
so much higher. The sticker shock I think lost them a lot of subscribers. If they'd have done this in the first place, it would have been fine.
Yeah. I think I agree with you guys. $2-3 is not a giant it's not a giant ask, right? Like it's getting to be, I guess, like when you, when you think about it. But like $3 isn't in the grand scheme of things, like whatever, it's an extra $3. But $10 you start to think about, all right, well, I could do something with $10.
Right.
22.99 is a weird price though. It just doesn't look right.
It's an odd number, but
It doesn't
you know.
it doesn't feel like there was this discussion last year with the Peak guys about like, oh, like 7.99 is $5, but 8.99 is $10. 22.99 does not feel like $25, but it doesn't feel like $20 either. It feels like $23. Like it doesn't. I don't get that like a that push forward or that push back. Like it's just a weird number.
So I
Yeah.
was in a price discussion about an event I was working on,
Hmm.
and we were trying to raise all the prices by $25, which we did, all except one price, because the price was $975. Because if we raise that price by $25, it becomes $1,000, which is a
Yep.
completely different thing.
Yeah.
People start
Like
thinking about it differently.
psychologically.
Yeah.
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 Um. Yeah. Pricing is funny. Like you can definitely if yeah like nine ninety nine like $999 does not. That's why they do it because it doesn't. It is $1,000, but it doesn't
Yeah.
feel like
Doesn't
$1,000.
feel like it. And then if you get like, I think if you have like some sort of discount, like somebody sends you like a discount code for $75, now you're like, now I'm not even close to $1,000. What a great price. I know I did
Oh,
that to myself when I bought my TV. I had like $70 off. I'm like, oh, that's not even close to $1,000. Oh, I could do this.
so I heard somebody talking about that, like mentally too. So I think what's it, PlayStation Plus, whatever their highest tier is, I think is 17.99 a month. And somebody was like, "Yeah, I just view it as like I'm paying $20 a month, but Sony's giving me a like 10% discount." Like it's like
Sure.
I mean, whatever makes it work in your head, but they're probably right. Like mentally, 17.99 is ostensibly $20. Like
Yeah.
that's what you're going to hand over at the thing, but it's like you're not paying that full amount. Um, yeah. So I don't know. Xbox making some decisions. To me, these are decisions that you could have made when Phil was there. Uh,
Oh, maybe he was the problem.
I'm I'm guessing that they bled a bunch of subscribers between when they
Yeah.
announced the 29.99.
Phil is a nice scapegoat, but I think there were a bunch of financial guidelines that he was trying to meet um, that probably did not come from him at all. And he's a convenient scapegoat because of the timing of everything, but
I
I don't
do
necessarily
kind
think
of
it was
like
him.
though the direction that it feels like they're going. We're going back to Xbox, like bringing back the old kind of like neon green whatever logo, and
Yeah,
so I'm like, you know,
they're they're making smart PR decisions right now.
I just wonder like I don't know if it works or not. So ultimately it matters if it works, right? Like if Xbox could be what they were in a 360 era again, who knows? But I like that this lady is like reaching for that. You know, like we're going back to our roots. Uh, Not that I had nothing against Phil Spencer, and a lot of times everything he said sounded good, but like it just seemed like nothing worked. It's like yeah, dude, we're fucking like I don't know. Everything Phil Spencer did, I thought was cool, and it just none of it seemed to like. No one seemed to give a shit. Like I don't know.
It
Yeah,
all
and
landed wrong. Yeah.
I'm still wondering if anybody gives a shit, right?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Like
It's like it depends on whether any of this makes any impact at all, and
because Spencer said this himself a couple years back, but he was like, Xbox lost the worst possible generation to lose, which was that PS4 Xbox One generation.
yeah, you know who else
Be-
lost that? Nintendo. But you know what happened? They figured it the fuck out. I don't know.
Nintendo's on their own plain
I
and
know,
easy.
but that generation they did a Wii U, which was failure, right? And then
Yeah.
they came back with the Switch. So I don't know.
But you're gonna go to like you're always gonna go to Nintendo for Mario, for Zelda. Like I don't know if like I love Halo. Halo's not on the level of Mario and Zelda. Like Forza's not on that level. And so like Xbox and PlayStation are kind of like they're basically the same. Like box wise, like they play the same
Yeah.
games. They
Yeah.
they have different
You got your
exclusives.
Sony, Sony has their franchises.
Right. But it's like interchangeable, right? Like Uncharted is whatever. Like it's the same as
They're not
Gears. Like
95% of the games that are on a PS5 are on Xbox. Like it's
right.
Yeah.
And I think what Phil was saying back then was that because digital ownership became or the digital library became such a big thing during that generation that they chose a PS4 over an Xbox. You start building up your library on your PlayStation, and that carries over to the PS5. And it's like, well, why am I going to abandon like hundreds of games or however many you bought to jump to a different
Yeah, that's
system?
part of it, but it just seems to be like there was like a shift in everyone's attitude. Like the 360 era, everyone loved 360, right? Like,
Yep,
and then
yep.
like I get what you're saying, but I also just feel like it just became all my friends got PS5, PS4s. That's what like that just became the cool system. Maybe it was the Connect bullshit because didn't they just try doing Xbox One with Connect at the beginning?
It came out with the Connect. It was $100
I think
more
that
expensive than
I think that was
the
a huge
PlayStation 4.
mistake.
It was.
It just made them seem like they were chasing Nintendo in a really lame way, and
When
like a fad that kind of passed. You know,
that's it, right? Like the original Connect was fun. Like that shit never worked great, but like Dance Central's a cool game. Like that shit's fun and goofy to like play in front of your TV. But even Nintendo had to abandon like the motion control shit. Like it didn't stick around. It wasn't the next evolution of
and wasn't there
game
that
control.
like that E3 or I don't know if it was E3 or whatever, where like Sony like really fucking hit them hard, being like, "This is how you share games on PlayStation,"
Yep.
and just like
But
hands the dude a game.
yeah. So that was when, Xbox, they were very arrogant when introducing the Xbox One, saying stuff like, "Oh, well, yeah, you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to do that online check like Sony's doing
Yeah,
now."
yeah.
It's funny. But you're gonna have to do that online check, and like people were asking, well, what if, 'cause not everybody has broadband internet, like, well, for people that don't have the internet, we have a system for you. It's called the Xbox 360. Like, Don Matrick fucked things royally with his interviews. And that just opened the door for PlayStation to do the whole like, this is how you share games. Like, I just hand it to you and you could play it, which
Um,
isn't true anymore. But
Funny anecdotal thing though is like every dude I know who's like friends with me all still are Xbox boys.
all your fault.
I don't
Every
know. It's like yeah,
generation.
but it can't be me because like some of them like I'm not even close to. It's just and they're like all these dudes I know in real life play fucking Call of Duty every Friday night. I would never
Oh,
fucking
it's
be
definitely
caught dead
not
doing
you.
that. But
but
and they all
there
play on
was a
Xbox.
time when, Xbox was kind of
That was
synonymous
it.
with
Yeah.
Call of Duty. Like it was the Call of Duty machine.
And
So,
online multiplayer, like they started it.
yeah. And even when Call of Duty started doing their marketing with PlayStation, like it still played better on Xbox just because Xbox Live was the better service.
For sure. So I don't know, like it's hard to like pinpoint because I do. There are like group chats I'm still in from the IGN days where it's like everybody went switched to PlayStation, like around the PS4 era. And I was just like, I think it was. I mean, kind of going back to what you're saying is like it was Xbox One, and it was like he said, like people had started to build up their libraries. But I just think it was Xbox One as a whole. I think Xbox One did not click with the public for whatever reason, and there were, there's, I think,
It
mistakes like
didn't.
trying to continue to connect, and
It's unfortunate. I think maybe if the Kinect wasn't in it, like looking back, like if you had detached that, if it came out at the same price as the PlayStation, maybe it does better. Because people are always like, "Oh, well, Xbox had no games," but at the beginning of that generation, Xbox had the games, like more so than PlayStation for sure.
that's the other thing that like blows my mind about people are still so loyal to PS5 is like there ain't shit, dude. Like what games?
It's like one a year, maybe two from PlayStation. Like
I mean, not that Xbox is like a ton better, but last year they had a pretty decent year. They have stuff
this
lined
year,
up for this year
pretty
that's
well lined up,
pretty
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
And what did Sony have last year? It was Ghost of Yotai. They have anything else?
I don't know. That's the only one I considered playing.
Yeah,
That was the only one I actually played. So
yeah. That's the only one that comes to mind for me. Uh,
I don't think my PS5 has been turned on since then. At least not
I have
by
not
me.
turned. I don't think I've turned it on this year.
it's been a while for me, a couple months at least. So yeah, I I mean I've definitely shifted. Probably I think Tony has as well, like more PC stuff. But
Yeah, it's just easier for me. Although I
I'll
keep thinking
always,
about giving Spider-Man 2 another shot. I think that might happen one of these days.
yeah, I might too because I think I do
it's
have that.
fun. It's a fun game.
But
Did you guys play the Miles Morales one?
Oh yeah,
That one's fun too. Yeah,
that one I did not.
you might like that one, Jeff, because it's shorter.
Yeah. I think
Considerably
I own
shorter.
Spider-Man 2 because I remember starting it and getting bored with it. But I will always have those Astrobot memories. That was worth the whole system right there. That
That
game fucking rules.
Yeah, Astrobot was great. So yeah, Xbox making moves. We'll see where they go. Uh I assume we played some games over the last few weeks.
Yeah.
sure.
One of them
At least
is
briefly.
well, Tony and I have been playing the our game of the month for April. April? Yeah,
April.
April. Cyberpunk 2077, right? 2077?
Yes,
Yeah.
2077.
Yes. So we've been playing that. Jeff has already played that and beat it.
I mean, at launch. So
Yeah, a
Yeah.
while
all I
back.
remember is there was like a chick that I liked in it that I thought was hot,
Yeah, I
and then
just met her.
there's
Judy.
Which one? There's
It's
two chicks
Judy.
though.
there's a girl with like the
Uh,
kind of like the side haircut, like
yeah,
like
Judy. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
I was
I
in love
remember
with her.
Jeff. I remember you gushing over her a
Yeah.
lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's kind of like little alt looking, like
Yes, that's my type.
like yeah.
Which don't tell my wife that, but yes.
I think my type is more the other one that only hooks up with dudes. Pan Am, which is unfortunate because I thought it was the other way around, and so I have a lady character. I have a lady V. Tony, what do you think about Cyberpunk 2077?
So this is my third time trying the game. So I tried it at not quite at launch, but a little after launch when it was utterly broken and like you'd play the tutorial and shoot people and they'd be like their corpses would be floating around, that kind of stuff. And then I gave it another try a couple years later when they told me the game had been patched and it was much, much better and a much better experience. And you'd end up in firefight fights and you'd see like people teleporting around the battlefield, not because they had special abilities, but because that was how characters moved because the game was fucking broken. Um, so again, this game has had a major expansion. It's had a bunch of patches since then. I think I'm finally ready to declare a game playable. I don't
Yes.
I don't know that I'm in love with how the game plays. Um, but it's certainly a much better experience to play through. Like the game actually works the way it was intended and all that. Um, the story is very dark, I think, especially at the beginning, and then it gets, as you move around the world, it gets a little. You
The
get
story is one of
distracted.
my major problems with it too, though. Uh,
It's it's weird because you're not the main character in the story where you're the main character.
that
That's a
also like spoilers for I don't know what's this game 5 years old now.
it's a
Uh,
no, it's older than that.
oh, is it?
8 years?
Jesus. Oh wow. If it's okay, well, however old it is, spoilers
Yeah,
for Cyberpunk 2077. Um, y- your character V is the main character, but they get this chip stuck in their head, and it's slowly, quickly. I don't know. I can never get like a time frame on it. It seems like it's pretty urgent that this thing is
yeah,
going to kill you.
right. But it's like urgent in the way that things in RPGs are normally urgent, which is it can wait until you're done with the other stuff that you want to do first.
Right, which is always like it always bothers me. It's like, "Hey, this thing you should be doing it." It's like, "Yeah, but what if I did this whole side quest with a bunch of like sentient cabs?"
I know that I am, being consumed by this rogue thing that's stuck in my head, but I'm gonna spend my time down boxing
Right.
because that's earning money as a boxer. Makes sense.
I'm gonna drive around looking for uh weird wall art because that seems like a good use of my time in my final moments. Like, um, yeah, it is a dark story. What do you think about the world in general?
I I like what they built. The one thing I do like about the story is kind of it's a slow burn at the beginning as it introduces you to this cyberpunk world.
Hmm.
Like it doesn't kind of like throw all of it at you at once, which is kind of good. Um, that said, it doesn't seem like a world with any redeeming value. Like, why would I want to be a part of this world? Like, where is the good in it? I just I kind of like what is there to strive for? Like what exists in this world that's positive and like achievable? And it seems like it's so dark that there's nothing. Um
Yeah, there's like
and
rich people that seem like they have a pretty good life in Night City,
yeah,
that everybody else is fucking
everybody else just
miserable.
sucks. You're all fucked. Congratulations on being fucked. Um the game feels I hate to say the actual open world feels really dated.
It's empty.
Like it's empty. There's nothing happening. Um, Nobody's walking around. Like it kind of has I kind of when they throw all these cars at you, it kind of gets a GTA vibe. Except like there are GTA games that are much older than this one that have a vibrant, lively open world. This does not.
Did
It's
Witcher
like
have
a bunch of
a?
people. There's like
Uh,
people sitting at noodle stands slurping noodles, and you see a few cops going by, but like the streets are empty.
so Jeff, to answer your question, the Witcher, like the cities, and there's not a lot of them. Like the
Yeah,
big cities seem lively
they
More
do.
in The
lively
Witcher,
than
but
Cyberpunk.
but they're
Absolutely.
s- they're they're also considerably smaller. Like
Yeah,
Cyberpunk is
I
this
get it.
massive. Like Night City is huge. Like it is a massive, massive area, and areas where you would think there should be people or traffic, there's just not. like,
You only
like it,
really see people if you're going into like bars and stuff.
yeah, they don't like it doesn't seem like it's alive
Hmm.
like in Fallout or Skyrim or like that. Like, yeah, those cities don't seem mass, but those people seem like they're going about their business. And
Yeah.
and here it's like it's only really alive when you're in like a bar area or something like that. Like otherwise it's like, okay, there's a pedestrian over there. Um did you start the Phantom Liberty DLC?
I
Tony?
did not, no. I
'Cause
own it. I'm gonna try it, but I have not.
I accidentally started it,
Oh.
'cause, like, this is something that Cyberpunk does, is you're following the main quest, and you'll get a bunch of quests where they're like, "Hey, you need to wait. You can't do the next main quest. You need to just wait." Like, so what do you do when you wait? Like, you do side quests, like, or you find, like, little random, like, they call them gigs or whatever that you can pick up. Um, so I was out of, like, side quests outside of, like, find the boxing rings, or it was, like, collectible stuff that I was like, "I don't really wanna do this. I have this other quest here, let me hit that." And it's the Phantom Liberty DLC, which is, like, another whole area that they've added on to Night City. Uh, I will say this about that area, which is called Dogtown. uh, it's not more lively, but it feels appropriately lively, because it is like the slums of Night City. Like,
Yeah, the
these are,
slums of the slums.
yeah. So, like, Night City's kind of a slum. This is worse. Like, this is
So
like,
Detroit.
sure, but like Detroit as seen in, like, a RoboCop.
That's what I was going for.
Like that type of Detroit. Like where everything is just kind of like bombed out, and like the really poor and destitute are kind of like locked away in this like little section of the
So
city.
Grand Bahama.
Sure, Grand Bahama. We'll go with that.
Yeah. This is the
Um,
building where people jump off themselves to purpose-built in Night City.
and Jeff, we talked about it a little bit. You were like, it's a good one of those games, and by that I think we mean like Fallout and
Yeah.
like first person RPG. I think you're probably right. Like, it's a good playable one of those. I don't know if it's at the top end of it
No, I
for
would not
me.
put it up anywhere close to a
Visually, I
Skyrim.
think it's
It's
beautiful.
beautiful. It's
Eh,
a
char
very attractive looking
Yeah,
game. They got
and
that.
and when you're talking with people, I really like how that stuff works. Like, when you talk
Mm,
with people in Fallout, it, like, brings you into, like, that we're gonna zoom in on the character's face. Like, you're kinda still in control of your character for the most part, and, like, you can move around the person you're talking to. That stuff's all pretty cool. Like,
yeah,
and they have nice facial expressions, all the characters look cool, everything looks, like, appropriately grimy or glossy depending upon where you are in the city. I like all that stuff, I think it's neat. Um, I'm glad you chose it so I could finally
yeah,
get it going, get it
yeah,
off of my
yeah.
backlog.
I definitely like. I feel like I need to play more of it. Like I am enjoying it. It's the kind of game that I like, and I need to play more of it. The one other thing that I want to pick at though, the
Mhm.
combat. Does the AI seem super dumb, or is that
Yes.
just me? Like they
I
just
don't I
stand
don't think
there?
the AI is very good. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, they'll stand there, they'll maybe hide behind cover, and then they'll, like, pop their head up. Like, it just seems very simplistic. I don't
yeah.
know if
And
it's
even like
dumb,
even
but
the quote unquote boss battles, like the bosses, they'll just tend to stand in the middle. Like they're very strong, but they just stand in the middle of the open and don't really do a whole lot except stand there to die.
I mean, to be fair, in this genre, I don't usually find the combat to be the best. I
But
don't know.
I I disagree because The Witcher 3's combat was fantastic. Like it's the
I
highlight of the
hated,
game.
I
Oh,
hated the combat in the game. But I know I'm thinking more of like Fallout,
yeah, like
yeah,
anything in
those
that
games
genre.
don't
Like,
have
it's
awesome
not.
combat, but in this, like, there were definitely stretches where, like, "Oh, they've shot me enough times, I'm wounded," and I would just walk back down the corridor and stand there until my health came back,
yeah, like, they're
and then
not
walk right
chasing
back down the
you.
like, nobody would ever pursue me, like, it just I feel like things in Fallout are actually trying to kill me, and nothing here is actually trying to kill me.
I
Yeah.
also think Fallout's combat, which I think the shooting in Fallout sucks. Uh, I don't think the shooting here is great either, but Fallout has VATS, so it's
Yeah.
like I can kind of like make it into a turn-based type thing.
Yeah, and I think Fallout 4 kind of like was making good strides in the shooting.
And Starfield actually does have decent shooting.
Yeah,
Yeah, like it keeps getting better. Like the genre keeps getting better at it. Yeah,
Uh,
but like I never once during Skyrim, which is a great game, got done with a fight and was like, "Oh yeah, that was
that was
awesome." Like,
awesome. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no,
This
like
is
you're fighting a fucking dragon in Skyrim, and it's just like you're banging a trash can lid again,
yeah.
like against something. It's like this is not great. Um, yeah, it's Cyberpunk.
yeah.
I'm glad we're playing it. Uh,
Finally getting this monkey off my back. Playing Cyberpunk. It's happening.
so the Phantom Liberty DLC, I guess, takes place you'll get a call sometime during Act 2 from a new character, and that's like that quest line. If you pick it up, that'll start that DLC. It
Okay.
has a very strong, like it's very linear, but it has a very strong like 2-hour opening. But I think it's maybe the best missions that I played in the game. And once
That's
you're
what I've heard is that
done,
it's the best. The best of Cyberpunk is in that.
yeah, once you're done with that, then they're like, hey, you can go back to Night City because like
You're like,
the,
oh, I don't want to do that now.
you can't just walk into Dogtown. Like they
Yeah.
do a whole like story thing about how you get in there. But when you're done after like the prologue portion of Phantom Liberty, they're like, hey, I've I've hooked up your biometrics, so you can just kind of now walk in and out of Dogtown. It's like cool, I guess. So I can go back and continue the main storyline if I want, or continue the Phantom Liberty one.
I am interested in like further leveling up my character. Like I really like the upgrades. Like it
Hmm.
feels like, and it's constantly throwing them at you, which kind of feels like on brand for a Cyberpunk game about modifying yourself. Like that actually feels real.
And there's a lot of that too. So you have there's like the normal skill, slot, like your y- health, speed, all that. I think it's called like body intelligence or whatever. So you have like those attributes, and then each of them has like skill slots, I guess,
Yeah,
that you can like apply to. So like all that stuff's pretty cool. So you can really
yeah, and you
spec
could
yourself out.
pick one that you like and level it up more,
Yeah.
which is fun.
And then there's a whole like similar to Skyrim and like Oblivion, where there's also a like sub leveling for like, hey, if you're really good at shooting people in the head, you're gonna up this skill. I think it's called Headhunter, and
Yeah,
like
I
that'll
noticed that my headhunter was higher than all my other skills.
yeah. So
It
like you're
kind of.
getting headshots, and there's also something called Shinobi, which is like I guess if you are a sneaky person, like that'll level up.
Yeah, mine's
Um,
still at 0, but
Netrunner, which is like if you're hacking shit, which I do like that, like because everybody
yeah.
has like these modifications. You can like press like I think it's LB.
I like watching them blow themselves up. Like
Yeah,
you're like I overload you or you blind them. Like it's
yeah.
nice. There's an upgrade
Reboot
where
their
you
eyes.
queue more than 1 too. So you're like, oh,
Mhm.
I blow you up. Oh, I blow you up again. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, I like to short circuit them because it damages
Yeah.
them and stuns them. So yeah, like there's some fun stuff there. It's just
You guys have passed over the best thing about that game, which is the vending machine that talks to you.
I okay. So where is this? Because I remember you telling us this story about like this vending machine.
You haven't found it? I don't know,
I
dude. It was years ago. I honestly just popped back in my head. I was trying to think of things about the game that I liked or whatever. But
Yeah, I remember you telling us the story about it, and like there's a whole
like
quest
you'd be
line.
passing, you're just walking down the street, and the vending machine was like, hey, you, and like it was just like trying to sell you shit. Tony, you
Okay.
didn't
Yeah.
find this vending machine?
No, I have not yet.
What the fuck? Have you guys played this game?
I'm 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 coming up on Act
No, we've been
3.
talking about it for the last 20 minutes, but no, neither of us have played it at all.
Jeff, did you do the taxi cab quest line?
Yeah, Can't say, man.
So
There's very little I remember about the game.
so
Like I was trying to
I
talk to you. I thought that was really clever because it would send you out. Like
found
eventually,
this.
if you kept talking to, go ahead.
Well, I found this whole like quest line with the taxi that it's like it's a taxi that brings you to the opening mission, like where everything kind of goes bad.
Delmar, Delman,
Delamain. Yeah,
Delmain. There you go.
there's a whole quest line where you have to go find like these 7 cabs that have gone AWOL. And they all have different personalities, and some of them are trying to kill you, some of them are depressed. Like
The cabs themselves,
yeah, the cabs themselves have their
no, I don't
own
remember that.
like the
Oh
AI
man,
is split off.
I want to track down this quest line. This sounds
It's
like my.
it's eh, you should get the call soon if you've just met Judy or like you're right around there. Um, once you meet Johnny, like that quest line should show up at some point.
All right.
You'll
Well,
get a call from the taxi
I
company.
have met Johnny. Like so, I think where I stopped was right after you wake up,
Mhm.
after you're infected with the thing, and he's standing in your room. That's where I am right now.
Okay, so you just brought back to your apartment.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you should get it at some point in the near future. It's a very goofy storyline, like where the cabs all have like different personalities because they've split off from the main cab AI. But I'm gonna look for that vending machine, Jeff.
I think it's like outside of like
Jeff.
a
Maybe
very
it
common
wasn't in the
area.
game, Jeff. Maybe
Maybe
it
they
was
took
in
it
real
out.
life.
Maybe they took it
Maybe.
out. Maybe that was one
I
of their
think you
fixes.
met a vending machine in your hometown, and it was alive.
Jeff
I
was just
wish there
talking.
was one that cool. I'd be talking to it like Chat GPT. Like I'd be going to it for therapy.
Don't do that.
um,
You'll be dead in weeks.
so that's Cyberpunk 2077. Tony, you play anything else? For The
No,
Last
because
of
I've been
Us?
on the road so much, so I
Yeah.
haven't really played.
Uh,
Except for the other game we're going to talk about.
yep.
I have played some of that.
Um, Jeff, anything besides Vampire Crawlers that you wanted to talk about?
I guess the big one I've played is Tamagotchi Life, the new one on Switch.
Hmm. I've heard good
Um,
things.
yeah, it is. So I remember buying the 3DS game and not really getting into it. I can kind of see why now. It's kind of like if you took The Sims and you stripped all of the actual like gameplay elements out of The Sims, like The Sims you have to like monitor their happiness and this and that.
Yep.
Like they have to go to the bathroom. You're trying to advance them in their careers. And it's like imagine if you stripped all that out except like they get hungry.
Oh,
And that's
great.
You
kind of,
you just have to feed them.
but you don't even have to do that. You could totally ignore it completely. But every once in a while, one of them will be like, "Hey, hey, hey!" And like if you click on, them, like, "I'm hungry," and you just give them some food. But like you could also like ignore it. Like you could have characters walking around on an empty stomach for weeks, and they're not gonna die, or some of them won't complain or anything. Um, so like you take the Sims and you strip all that stuff away. Like what are you left with? Um, and it's kind of I don't know. It's like this. First off, when do we start calling these cozy games? Because I want to find out
Close
who
the game.
decided that life sims were called cozy games, and I want to
It's
punch them in the fucking face.
came
F
about
is not cozy.
when it was like COVID, when everybody kind of like fell in love again with
I did
Animal
not hear that
Crossing.
till this year.
Okay,
All of a sudden,
it's been
everybody
floating
calls these
around.
games cozy games. Like I've always called them life sims, which is what they fucking were. Anyways, little side.
I think it's because it doesn't take a lot of effort, and like it's like warm. It's like this. It's warm. It's fuzzy. It's cozy.
It's
Like
chill.
it's
What?
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a chill type game. So like you don't. It's not stressful. I think is what where people are coming at with the cozy
I just
game
don't like the term, and I
framework.
don't
That's fair.
like. I don't like how everyone adopted it out of nowhere because everyone just calls these games cozy games now. Anyways, and let mini. So like you strip away those things. It's like, what are you left with? And it's kind of like this fishbowl that you check in on to see what's going on in there.
Mhm.
Um, and that is fun if you are like where I'm fine. I personally like the game, but like for instance, today I played it for maybe 10 minutes, maybe less than 10 minutes. Um, just checked in on everything, went to see what was for sale at the stores and stuff like that. But I think if you are going to have fun with Tamagotchi Life, the fun of it is, at least for me, like how I've um, somehow sunk more than 20 hours into this game, is you create characters, and I'm creating, me's based off of like fictional characters. And as you level them up, you get to add quirks to them. You get to add expressions and sayings, things that they'll say, things that they'll be interested in talking about. And so for me, like I'm kind of creating my own goals in the game, although I think this is like the only way to really have fun with it is like you create a character from a TV show, like you create Walter White, right? And you try to, as you level them up, drive their personality so that they're more like the character they are on the show in the game. And and as you go on, I have a bunch of like famous characters like bumping into each other. Uh, it just goes this chaotic thing with these crazy personalities, and that's fun. And I think so like my thing, like I tell people that ask me about it, I was like, you kind of have to make your own fun of it. It's almost like you're like playing make believe, or um, but the thing I think is really great about it compared to other cozy games, uh, is that it's really like bizarre and quirky and like insane, where it's just like you'll get to see like it'll be like check out on these people. They're in the diner talking, and then like you drop it on them and you see a whole cutscene of them talking, like having a whole conversation about shit. Uh, or like you'll see a dude, he's like like one of your characters you made, he's like passed out asleep somewhere, and you can see he's dreaming. You click on the bubble of his dream, and you get to see his dream, and that's what makes this like really neat and special. But the problem is, if you're gonna do that, like that's the type of the game that this is gonna be, you really need a lot of that, and it's like very, very quickly you will see repeats. You'll see the same dream. You'll see the same conversation. And so like as the days go on, and I've been playing this now for a couple of weeks now, it's like that's why I played for 10 minutes today. I'm like, I don't need to see the same shit again. Or I don't need to like there'll be a character like there'll be like stuff flashing above their head. You go talk to them, they're like, hey, you wanna play a game? We're gonna play a game called No Repeats. And it's like, I'm gonna name a food, you're gonna name a food, and we're gonna keep going back and forth with naming food. If one of us, says a food that's already been named, that's the loser of the game. And that's fun, like the first 30 times you play that. It's just like there's so many repeats. And so like I don't know. Like I find the game fun and really like unique and very like funny and charming, but it's just like I can't wholeheartedly recommend it to anybody unless everything I've just described to you sounds fun to you. Like if playing Dollhouse sounds fun to you, you might get something out of this. But like again, and I'm really hoping there's like that's just like the deck sometimes gets shuffled bad and you see a lot of the same shit again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm hoping there's a lot more stuff I have not seen yet. But yeah, that would be like a things that stick out to me. It's like if you really want something driving you to play, like or to beat or and even remotely like that, like it's much less so than even like Animal Crossing or anything. It's just like literally like watch the stupid shit happen with characters you make. That's the appeal of the game. But the other thing is like I want more stupid shit. So maybe I either hope that I have not seen a lot of it or they keep adding to it. But I guess the other like really big thing I could report from it is like I made myself and my wife in the game. We have already gotten married, and we have a daughter named Zelda. So that's pretty quick. Like within 20 hours, you could get married and have a kid. Anything else you guys want to know about Tamagotchi?
No, I know too much already.
It seems neat. Just I don't know. I think I don't think that one's for me. So
You have to
I
want to
have
be kind
cats.
of
I
like
don't need this. I'm pretty sure.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's my answer.
you have to want to be kind of like storytelling and making jokes and like
right.
I made Dr. Robbie from The Pit, and he's like super sad, and he's got ghosts following him, like of people that have died, and he's suicidal. Like I made him suicidal in the game, and that's what he talks about is like suicidal ideation. So like you can go ahead,
I want to play Jeff's Tamagotchi Life.
come check it out, see the characters I have.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like what else. Like I like to give you an example of like making a character more itself. Like I made Charlie Brown, and once I level them up, I'm like, oh, I want to give him expression. Like I'll have him say "good grief." You know what I mean? Like so, like you're
Right.
making them
Yeah.
more and more like what they are. Like, and it's kind of fun to see. Like, dude, I have like who do I got? Dr. Robbie, Walter White. I have Rue, Zendaya from Euphoria. Who else have I made? I let my wife make one once. I was just like, I'm going out for a cigarette. Make me a me. I come back. It was like this old lady with glasses. And I'm like, is that Marcy from For All Mankind? It's what it looked like to me. And she goes, that's Jamie Lynn Curtis. And I was like, first of all, Jamie Lee Curtis. Two, if you're making Jamie Lee Curtis, like, wouldn't you make her look like Laurie Strode so like people had some idea like what you're going for? No, she's like, I think of her how she is now. Anyways, she might hook up with Walter White.
That would be fun.
Walter White and the girl from Euphoria are good friends. They like talking about drugs and white crimes. It's like I don't know. The more you add, like the more vocabulary to shit you add like that, it's like kind of funny. But it's like it's all incidental, and it's all you being the input of it. So it's
Right.
like
It is like what you said. You're playing Dollhouse. Like you've
yeah,
just created the demented version of it, which is
yeah.
funny.
But like when you throw all the things together, it creates kind of like this chaos.
Right.
It's fun. Like I really do like the game, but it's like a very hard recommend. Like if you're not into the genre, like if into like life sim genre at all, this is one of the lightest life sims that there is. It's more about the quirkiness, and yeah, I feel like they should have went with like a lower price point for the game too. Like it's $60, which is not terrible, but like I feel like it should have been a $40 game.
A $40 game is almost an impulse buy. Like you could get me at 40. 60 is like no.
So yeah, I don't know. I like it, but yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Like it's
Okay.
it's exactly what I'm saying. That's what it is.
Fun enough.
Yeah, I like having it on my system. Like I check in on it every day for a minute.
Yeah. So our February or March no May.
No, May.
May is the next game.
May.
Our May game is Vampire Crawlers, which is it's not a sequel to Vampire Survivor.
Retelling,
Kind of.
reimagining.
Yeah, it's a turn-based card-based reimagining of Vampire Survivors. And that has come out. That is our May game. Jeff has played the most of it, like a lot. I have played a little bit more of it. Now I'm now a few hours in, and I've completed a couple runs. Like last night, I was talking to Jeff. I'm like, when is it? I didn't even see that there's a number on the map.
Well,
Jeff
what
had
cracked me up is
pointed
that
to
you
me.
thought like that was the whole game. At least that's how it sounded to me. You're like, when do you complete a run? And I was like, I was like, there's other levels. I don't know if that's what you
Like,
meant. I don't know if that's how you meant it
well,
or
no,
or
no,
what.
I kind of meant like because I knew it was based on Vampire
With
Survivors, so like,
completing a level, yeah.
yeah, like it's like when in Vampire
When the
Survivors,
thing
like
auto kills you, that's when you've completed the
exactly,
level.
like when you get
And the Grim
to
Reaper, yeah.
and like I hadn't done that yet, but like I'd played through and I died, so I was like, I guess I didn't finish it, but I don't know because like I haven't finished a level, so I didn't know
I
like
mean, that's
what
how. To be
did.
fair, that's how I was in the demo. I was like a little like, all right, well, like Vampire Survivors. It's 30 minutes. Like there's a
Yeah,
clock. Like, what is the clock here? And it's just you have to make it through 5 dungeon levels.
yep. And so I was like, I'm not really sure, and that was my initial feeling of it was very similar to how I felt about Vampire Survivors first time. I was like, I don't I get it more because like it's more mechanical than Vampire Survivors, right? Like you're playing cards and
You've
you're
played games like this,
right.
like
Like you're walking through an area. It looks very much like a very early like Fantasy Star or something like that, like a dungeon crawler of the early 90s, like a 16-bit type dungeon crawler. And I was like, I don't get it though, because like I'm not finishing it, I'm not improving. And then once I beat the whatever that first level is, I did that today, and then I immediately did the inlay library, which I think is
mhm.
like the second level, and completed that. And was like, I get it, I'm in.
And I don't know.
Um,
Did you notice that like at the first level, it unlocks a second level for you?
yes, yeah, they're like the Mad Forest now has like a
Yeah.
higher difficulty,
And
and
each
I
one of
assume there's
them, like every
relics.
variant of the level has unlocks, and like they're significant, like things that will permanently add to your game. Like just like Vampire Survivors, where it's like the game just keeps getting better the more you play it. It's like you become a god.
Yeah, so that's what I'm expecting. Like as I get more gold and I can buy upgrades, and as I play more levels and find relics, like I'm gonna keep building up my entire library, and like eventually, like walking through one of these dungeons is not going to be very hard at all, uh, because you're gonna be so strong at that point.
Especially if you're going back. Like if I went back right now and did the first level, I would just like waltz through it, like boom, 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 like just kill each fucking you know fight with one
And
card.
so to give people a basic understanding, it is very much Vampire Survivors, but like taken, deconstructed, made it to a turn-based game, that where you pick your weapons based on random card draws, and your deck builds as you level up. So like you pick a character, they have certain cards that they start with. It could be, what is it like? I think the first guy has like the knife. It's like he has like a dagger. The second lady has like armor and something else. Um, and maybe like the axe, or I'm not sure, but like the all the different weapons that are
A
in
whip.
Vampire Survivors. Yeah, the whip.
Yeah, everything. Like
Uh,
if you've played Vampire Survivors, you get this game. It's just like it's Vampire Survivors applied to a different genre. But it is Vampire
yeah,
Survivors as core applied to a different genre.
and like they've added some stuff like when you level up or when you find chests, like you might get an orb or something. I'm not sure what they call it exactly, but you can then add
Like
that
to
to,
modify your cards.
yeah, like there's
Yeah.
a modifier you can add to your
You
other
can add
card.
gems to your cards.
Yep.
You also find orbs that will increase your like mana, or you also find orbs that could evolve, which again, evolving is from Vampire Survivors. Like so, like if you're versed in Vampire Survivors, you're gonna like pick up on this pretty quickly. I would feel like.
And you're gonna want to evolve them too, because like it basically creates a
Mhm.
super weapon, which will help you get through. It does cost more because that's the thing here, where Vampire Survivors everything was auto, like it's an
It's
auto
like an
ship,
action game,
auto,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. But in this, like you have a mana pool and you get some cards, and some of those cards cost mana. So like your super card that you've evolved might cost 3 mana, and you may only have like 5 or 6 as you go along, and
And
that's what you do.
and I don't know if you guys caught this because this is like very important. Is
Go
you could
for
do
it.
like combos where like
Yes, if you
basically a
play the cards in
multiplier.
order.
Yes, if the multiplier
Yeah.
keeps increasing. So like you want to go from lowest mana to highest. You want to go 0, 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3. And if you do it in the order like that, I'm telling you, it'll carry you through the fucking game. I was like following that sort of, but I thought that the passives didn't count. Like stuff like let's say it costs 0 mana and or yeah, 0 mana increase your armor by 1. I thought those didn't count, but it's like no, that counts in the progression. So like you're always just looking at the numbers at the top of the card. 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, whatever. That's what you're going for the whole game. Like, and those multipliers will create massive damage on the enemies if you keep doing it like that. Uh, Also, there's different characters in the game. They all have different starting weapons and different strengths or different like attribute. Like you'll have a character who, if he gets activated, he'll add like this character he throws knives, and if he gets activated, he'll throw twice as many or whatever, right? Um, I kind of locked in pretty early on the character Arcana, who is mana based, and I love her I love that character because uh, I like having enough mana points to spend on the big combos like that. So like I just like leaned all the way in on Arcana. But eventually you can unlock the like in where you lock your permanent unlocks, you could unlock I could carry a second character with me, and then you could unlock I could carry a third character. So you could have 3 characters coming with you, adding all of their strengths with you, and that's pretty much when you're at God point. But yeah, that's 2 important things to remember is the combos and try different characters, see what you like.
Yeah. Tony, I feel
Yeah.
you don't like this game.
I don't like it at all. I think it takes a game that I thought was very, very fun and brings it to another genre where there are much, much, much better games that are more interesting. I find it boring. The card play is super simplistic. There's not a whole lot of variety to what you're doing. It's literally just let me go through all these combats over and over and over again and try to play these cards in order. It's not interesting. I don't know. The original Vampire Survivors is super exciting. There's all these things happening on the screen. You feel a sense of urgency. This is kind of just wandering through a level, killing everything until it's over. Until you
Do
finally get
you
to the end of the level and
do you not
something
like
comes
this
and
type
kills
of
you.
game though?
I love Vampire Survivors.
No. I mean like the
Like
type
card,
of, like Slay the
like I'm
Spire
playing this game. I'm like, give me Marvel's Midnight Suns. Like there are much, much better games built on this same sort of premise that
Okay,
you
so
could
you
be
like you like
playing.
Midnight Suns.
I do. I like
Okay.
Midnight Suns, Monster Train. Like this is not a great one of those games. This is a very mediocre one.
I don't know. I mean, I disagree with you. Like, I love it. I love this game, but like, I wonder if it's like maybe you have not like I don't know how far you are in it and how many characters you have unlocked because like
I
there
played
is
it for a
some
couple
depth to it.
hours. I maybe eventually there would be depth. I'm bored. The game is boring me.
It
Chris,
it took me a couple. Well, it took me to beat a run. Like it took me to beat like an actual level where I
Chris
was
is
like,
on the Vampire Survivors trajectory of
Uh,
what is this is nothing to
I've beaten a
yes.
couple of runs. I'm just like, it's fine.
like, and like I was like, I don't like. For me, when I was like, I started, I was like it's fine. Like I like it, which is also kind of what I was like with Vampire Survivors. And then when I beat those runs today, I was like, I get it, and I like it. Like it's fun. Like I'm like looking at the map because like it shows you on there like, all right, well, here's where there's something you can unlock here. So it's like a chest, a, a light source, a bench, something, and here's where all your
Yeah,
enemies are. And it's like, so I'm like picking a path, like how can I get all these without having to fight everybody? Because you don't need to fight everybody. Um,
but you
you
get
could
XP
kind of
for fighting everybody.
It's a
you
trade-off.
do,
Do you fight
but it's
them
like
or do you level up? Or like
right.
do you skip them or do you level up off them?
Or so like I did inlaid library today. That was the last one I did today. And in there, there's like, all right, there's something here, but there's an enemy in front of it. So I like make my way over there, and it was this red like lady type thing. And there's like 3 rows, 4 rows of them, and then behind it's this giant fucking pirate guy. And he starts like I'm up to like 60 hit points at this point. He just starts destroying me, like immediately hits me for like 15. And I'm like, I'm gonna get fucked here. And I slide out of there with 3 hit points left. And then I was able to like get my way through to the end. I was like, that was cool because like I'm like on the verge of death. Any fight I get in now is like gonna be super risky. Uh, so like there's stuff in there. It's like shit. Maybe I shouldn't have picked this fight. Like, should I have risked going here to get this thing? Ultimately, it didn't matter because it was just like a fucking light source that had some coins in it. It was like I fought this fucking thing. There was an achievement for
Just
it.
for like
So
3
that was neat.
coins.
Yeah, but it was like this fucking stupid because like I could have gone and fought like the area boss and gone to the next level without
Yeah, but
taking all that
you start
damage.
stretching yourself thinner and thinner where like you did not level up enough and get enough build
Enough,
your deck
right?
enough.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
you
because
want
you
to
you want to you want to build your deck too, because
like
and you want to
yeah
get those bonuses.
yeah. So it's like sometimes the fight is enough to like, hey, I want to build my deck off of this guy. Like, um, I don't know, dude. I really like. So I'm in the final level of the game and I fucking love it. Like, I think if you're a Vampire Survivors fan, you should definitely check it out. Or like if you're a Vampire Survivors fan, or if you're a fan of games like Midnight Suns or Slay the Spire, I think it's worth checking out either way. If you're a fan of both things, I don't know, man. I disagree with Tony. I'm in like I've like sunk like 40 hours into this game in a week. Like
Ugh.
I cannot stop playing it.
It works really well. So like, and for me, Tony, how are you playing it on PC on
Yeah, I'm playing on
Xbox?
PC.
So Jeff, you're playing it on Switch for the most
Yeah.
part, right? And I put it on my LIX, which is a handheld. I do wonder if that is like for me, it's like, because I can just play it. Like I don't it's like passively because it's turn based. So like
Yeah.
I can kind of like do something, but I'm not just focusing on it completely. Like I'm watching the hockey game and playing this, or I'm making some dinner, doing a couple moves here or something. I'm not playing it like fully actively.
I'm at the point now where I'm like pretty good at that because I'm just so familiar with the game that I can just like, okay, boom, 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 boom. But I will tell you this: there was this one level, like you come to these levels that are bridges, and they're just one floor, the bridge. You have to cross the bridge, but like you'll start off at level 1 or whatever, like, and you'll get no fight with like 50 fucking enemies, and so you're at a huge disadvantage because your deck has nothing in it yet and you're like just like literally like the killing the first row of enemies, you might lose 30 HP. And you're like, fuck, dude. I have to get across a whole bridge of this. And there was one I was stuck on for so fucking long that like when I did this bridge fight, like when I finally beat it, I studied each hand. I was like, okay, you're gonna use this, then you're gonna use that, then you're gonna use that because it's gonna add to that. Like I was like I was fucking like locked in, like just like literally I would take like 1 to 2 minutes on every hand thinking about what I was gonna pull, like in what order to pull it in. But guess what? It worked. Like I was stuck on that bridge and I really thought about what I was fucking like what cards I was pulling and it fucking worked. And yeah, you'll get into these choke points of this game. Like there, I did have to do grinding. Like I did have to go back and be like, oh, let's replay like the first level again. You know, just to get money to unlock like the permanent upgrades. But I'm there now. I would say I'm about probably 30, 35 hours in. I'm at the end of the game. So, um, but I will probably still keep playing it because to try the other characters, and if it's anything like Vampire Survivors, I hope he releases like more shit for it. So uh, I'll be playing this for quite a bit.
They announced their roadmap. It didn't show anything, but they have stuff planned for the rest of the year for sure.
Cool.
I like it. It's a shame Tony's not enjoying it, but
I mean, I'll play more. We'll see, but for
Like
the
it's
moment,
fixing
this
you.
is my opinion.
yeah, I mean, hey, not everything clicks with everybody, so there's plenty of games out there for us.
Yes, yes. I got Cyberpunk and
Yeah, yeah.
strategy games that Jeff can't pronounce.
So that's Vampire Crawlers, Cyberpunk 2077, and Tamagotchi Life. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Hopefully with Earl, a return from trivia. And he can tell us about both of those games that he should have played by then. Oh, and we'll talk about the Super Mario Galaxy movie and Mortal Kombat 2, the new Mortal
Oh
Kombat
yeah,
2, though, 2026.
yeah. Which is hopefully better than the previous Mortal Kombat 2, which was horrible.
Oh, not good, yeah. So yeah, so I think all of us are looking forward to seeing Mortal Kombat 2. So, um, did you see the Galaxy movie, Tony?
I have not yet seen it. No.
So, well, maybe,
We'll
maybe
try and squeeze it
before,
in before.
yeah. Jeff is not going to watch it. He has no interest. So,
I mean, the first one I hated, so yeah, why not?
I think you would dislike this one more.
Yeah, it's kind of what I thought.
Oh no.
uh, I still enjoyed it. I don't think it's as good of a movie. So Jeff didn't like the first one. I think he'd really dislike this one.
I just don't get the point of it. I mean, I get the
Uh,
point of it. Make money off of it's a
they
kids movie.
another $1 billion, right? Like that's the point here for them. I think it's at $1 billion now. If not, it's really damn
Galaxy's
close.
worth of money.
Yeah, $850 million so far. So
Is that all?
yeah, it's been out for a month. So we'll see. I don't. Maybe it won't hit $1 billion. Anyway, Mortal Kombat 2, Super Mario Galaxy, Earl,
I'll,
hopefully having played Vampire Crawlers and Cyberpunk.
I will probably see Mortal Kombat 2. I've been so like real quick aside before we end here. I've been so desperate to see movies lately, and like when I look at the theater like listings, like I looked for this week. I'm like, oh, we're gonna go see a movie, and I look, I'm like, there's nothing I want to see. Just like there's stuff like there's like a movie called Hokum, like a horror movie. I'm like, I would watch that, but like, am I gonna go out to the theater, get the large bucket of popcorn to go see fucking some movie I'll rent in 2 weeks? Like, what the fuck? There's just been nothing. I've been terrible with movies this year. I've seen 2 movies in the theater this year.
I've had like bursts where it's like I'm gonna go see a bunch and then like it's
I
dead for
just,
a few weeks.
dude, like, there's just like I don't want to see Michael. I don't care about that. Like, you know what I mean? It's just there's just been nothing. Like, there's been a few. There was one movie I watched tonight. I won't say what it is because there's reasons why I don't want to say what it is. But like, that was a movie that I should have saw in theaters and I would have loved. But there's been very little like that. It's like even like so like there's very little like I'm waiting to come home for me to rent, or I'm just like, yeah, maybe if that's free on Netflix, I'd watch it. Like, just for me, movies that I've been hitting lately, but that's just maybe a me problem.
I now want to see. I see there's a new shark movie coming out tomorrow. So
Rennie Harlan, baby.
and it's reviewing well too. 80% critic review.
Didn't he direct the Deep Blue Sea?
He did, yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
This is right up my alley.
Yeah.
I might go see that one. All right. Well, we won't talk about the new Rennie Harlan shark movie next time,
Come
but
to
we will
recurring
talk about others.
nightmares for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll make Jeff watch that at some point. But you can listen to our new recurring nightmares, which will be out next week, where we are going to watch some Friday the 13th fan films that Jeff found. And surprisingly, at least in my opinion, better than they have any right to be.
I was very, very hesitant to do an episode on fan films because I had never watched any fan films before. But spoilers, I agree with Chris. These are pretty good.
They're good. They're good Friday the 13th movies. So, all right.
Walking.
Well, we'll be back in a couple weeks. Jeff, say goodnight.
Good night.